Fox Weather correspondent Robert Ray, he's also been covering the same fire in Pacific Palisades. Actually, checked out what happened to him about a half an hour ago as he was preparing to go on air.
Oh, that whole thing just fell.
Yeah.
That scared the you-know-what out of me. Oh, my God.
Saw some of those scenes play out yesterday. Jonathan Hunt, William LaJeunesse, as walls were collapsing as the fire was raging. Robert Ray joins us live now from Pacific Palisades. And Robert, what we have seen, the latest update from CAL FIRE, about 1,000 structures, businesses, homes destroyed. It's likely that that number is going to climb, given how some structures remain on fire this morning.
Yes, it will rise. And you look at this, where I'm standing right now here in a neighborhood in Pacific Palisades, and look at this structure, steel beams just on their sides, crushed. The tops of the roof, and look at this. If you were to put this in a black and white image, it might be a scene out of a World War II movie. It feels like that. And then you have no, it's not snow falling from these hills, it's ashes. And now that the light is up, and we've been out here all night, and pardon me, look at this, nails right into the bottom of the shoe or the boot I have on. A lot of situations like this, but you know, now that the light has come up here and you walk around and you can actually visualize it, and not in the dark of night, and you see the fires still burning in this structure as the roof has collapsed up the hill. Look at this video from about 4 hours ago that I shot, and that is a home completely submerged in an inferno. It is gone. That is someone's life. That is someone's passion, their love. That's where memories were made. And that's all that it is at this point, is a place that they will remember. And this is not the only fire. This is one of 5 fires. By the way, zero containment here. Over 1,200 structures in ruin. But there's another fire that we came upon last night. And we followed the fire trucks all the way into the Hollywood Hills. And it's called the Sunset Fire. Take a look. Stay close. This is the Hollywood Hills fire. It erupted tonight on Wednesday, and now you see firefighters are very quickly trying to get in here and get water into these hoses, though they're having a challenge with that. Let's move the camera up. But you see they have been able to get some of the hoses in there and extinguish some of the fire in here, so it does not hit the structures here in the Hollywood Hills, and not too far from Sunset Boulevard. Big time activity happening here right now as firefighters are here at the Runyon Canyon Park, right at the entrance, and you look up there, you see the embers on the trees, palm trees, and in the hills. Dangerous situation here, one of many fires that are burning right now. Yes, sir, we are, and we are trying to show what these first responders are doing and the bravery going on here tonight, as multiple fires are still in very serious scenarios throughout the Los Angeles area. And you see, we counted at least 12 fire trucks on the ground here, and you could just take in all the smoke and the winds coming off the energy of these hills here tonight, as yet another fire has erupted the Hollywood Hills here at Runyon Canyon Park. It's just remarkable, these scenes, and all of the first responders and the firemen and women on the ground trying to save their communities, and just a stairway that has collapsed here on this structure. Look at this, a tree full of the remnants of fruit here. These are limes. There's an orange tree over there. Someone's garden in ruin. And you know, no one can come back here at this point because it is just not safe. There are still active fires in this area, and the winds will not be hurricane force today or tomorrow, though they will kick up again at some point today. And that is why the officials do not want any residents to come back in here, no matter whether they want to see whether their livelihoods have survived or not. And 5 people, we cannot stress this enough, 5 people are dead. And there are many more in hospitals right now that are in critical condition as, again, 0% containment on this fire here, 0% containment on the fire in the Hollywood Hills. And perhaps that will change as assessments go on throughout the day. In the meantime, it is ruin everywhere. And down this hill is the PCH, and Malibu to the north, Santa Monica to the south. More structures in total disarray, gone from their existence in Malibu. It is apocalyptic, and that is a word that I don't really like to use, but it's pretty accurate.
We see the
Back to you.
images, and that rings true with anybody who is watching this right now. To your point, the Lydia fire is the only one seeing some progress, 40% containment there, but is the Eaton, the Palisades fire still 0% containment? So many of these structures that did survive still at risk. Robert, your storytelling is incredible and so important for so many of us who are taking this in through your camera lens. And Robert, you and I have covered so many weather events over the years, whether it's hurricanes, tornadoes, wildfires. I wonder if you could just put this in perspective for some of the devastation that you have witnessed firsthand over your career, really.
Yeah, Sandra, I miss the days when we're in farm fields, simpler times, right? Remember that? Both Midwesterners. But I tell you what, to put it into perspective, and I've said this a couple times today, wildfires are the most frightening, most dangerous scenarios you can possibly find yourself in, especially in places like Southern California with the Santa Ana winds and the topography here. At one moment, you may smell the smoke and you may know there's fire, but once you get in front of the fire, you didn't realize it was there until you're upon it, okay? And the energy, I mean, you just look at this. This looks like an EF4 or EF5 tornado ravaged through here. To take down a structure this large, it appears like it's a tornado damage. You don't even see this really in hurricane aftermath. And so you have winds that roll through this topography. You have the energy from the flames, which, by the way, some of these flames in here are blue. That's about as hot as you can get. And that's why we hear the pops every once in a while inside the structure of things blowing up from underneath, and the pressure, like a pressure cooker. It's as scary as it gets. And by the way, as dangerous as it gets for not only human beings, but animals and vegetation. With all of this smoke and all of the just junk in the air, it's mind-boggling. If there's a hell, yeah, this is it. That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah, the concerning thing, too, is that from the fire, you get the smoke. Palisades fire, you're seeing that, Robert, but you're also dealing with the Eaton fire, which has become a huge fire, explosively growing itself overnight yesterday, and some of that smoke, too, creating a lot of those air quality concerns. Tough to see, awful to see. Fox weather correspondent Robert Ray, live from Pacific Palisades. Robert, thank you.